Good evening, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader at 6:29 p.m., May 7th, 2021. It is Eastern Standard Time, and yes, I am in New York, and yes, it is beautiful out. And if you're in the Northeast in the U.S., you're definitely probably going to want to get out soon and enjoy the weather. Anyway, I'm doing this as a second video. This will be my last video for the evening, so that you know this is not financial advice, only educational. Please don't do anything without speaking someone else in the financial space. Intraday updates at Twitter in the link below. Please subscribe in the button below if you want to get subscriptions on when I do these videos, which are typically twice a day. NuCypher allocation. So of the total pizza pie, 8 slices are sitting in these categories here in terms of my entry points, and 20% is sitting in US dollars waiting to be deployed. And where am I going to deploy it? Well, if you've been watching this video long enough, I will be buying more NuCypher if and when the NuCypher Bitcoin pair hits 700. I don't know what the NuCypher price target is yet because we're still slightly too far away from the 800 mark. The stuff typically, the NuCypher Bitcoin pair, when it makes big money moves, it moves at 50. So we have about another 100 because we're sitting at 800. But my point is that when the NuCypher Bitcoin pair hits 700, whatever the NuCypher US dollar price is, I will be buying it. Okay, let's look at the markets today because things were kind of all over the place. And quite frankly, we're kind of back to where we were this morning, maybe even slightly worse. But that's okay because I'm still waiting. If you take a look at today's price action, here's our pennant. This is the pennant that we kind of talked about. We're kind of sitting on top of it. I don't know if we're going to come back into the pennant. I'm not sure if this is forming an even longer term pennant, at which point, we'd have to take a look. But right now, as it stands, we made a run for it today. And today was actually pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the run up. This was the run up here. This was this morning, and then out of nowhere, like 11 o'clock or so, like a bat out of hell, we went past this, what do they call this in geometry, hypotenuse? Whatever that's called, part of the pennant. It went straight up and blew past it all the way up to almost 50. A 10%, almost a 10% money move. Can't make this stuff up. This was like insane. And then it came all the way back down. And I'm sure a lot of you are probably saying, oh, well, of course, it's typical NuCypher. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. I want there to be bloodshed. I want there to be bloodshed so that I could get it, more of it, for a cheaper price. So let's find out a little bit more what's happening in the Bitcoin space. Bitcoin actually was relatively uneventful today. We had a bit of a rally. We went up. We went down. Let's take a look at what happened here. We actually bounced off of here. We went up, like we talked about this morning. We went down, kind of slightly below, but not too important about exactly where that line is, but it's close enough. Then it bounced right back up. Now it's back to down here. We're sitting on the 57,223 line. We were up to 58 and change. So it was a pretty significant day today. And, we have to kind of keep our eye on this. Clearly, this downturn took away from the Bitcoin NuCypher pair. So, sorry, NuCypher Bitcoin pair. So let's take a look at the NuCypher Bitcoin pair. So we're back down to the 800 range. We were actually up. Now, if you take a look at what happened today, this thing it really rocketed up to like 850. And that's kind of like the moat between 850 and 900 is where I think this thing is typically centered throughout its pattern action over the beginning of time, or the beginning of its trading on Coinbase, I should say. And now where are we? We're back in this downward wedge. So look, I'm gonna hold on. I'm waiting. I'm trying to see if this is the inflection point that we need to go horizontal. It feels like we're basing here at the 800 range. But again, I want it. If I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it a lot further down, which is gonna be down when the NuCypher Bitcoin pair hits 700. And if and when I get that opportunity, I will then buy my NuCypher US dollars. So I am still excited in either direction. I don't care. Once I get it all into NuCypher, I will then check on it periodically. But I feel like I've done all I can and my best investment in something that I could consider something that I wanted long term anyway. So I want to be able to pack away my dollars into NuCypher where it makes sense. And what I mean by that is, picking the right spots. And that's what this video is about. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Take care.